Have you ever taken a rest day, returned to your bike and feel terrible? Like you've almost got a cold, you're flat, there's no spark, there's no power. Maybe you've taken more than one day off and you think, I've lost all my fitness. What's happened? What's the point? You haven't. This process of deactivation, and I'm not talking about a Tom Cruise bloody movie, it happens to everybody. But as we age, it's amplified even more. Like you do feel you're returning from a coma if you don't follow the strategy that I'm going to share with you. It works for every level and it will help you avoid lack of confidence because you don't want to take a day off or certainly a week off to go and spend with your in-laws. You know what I mean. So what's going on in the body? First of all, when you stop, blood flow drops, your nervous system downshifts, muscle tension changes, your heart rate response slows down. Look, nothing is broken. Your system just, well, it kind of went offline. That's why the next day feels rubbish. It's not weak, it's not unfit, it's just disconnected. It's a natural protective mode, folks. Yeah, part of your adaptive process. So you got to remember, you're overloading the system with all the training or fanning about on Strava, whatever you do. You get fit between workouts and you get tired during workouts. So the first thing I want you to do in your rest day or your day away from the bike is actually try and find the bike, but not for very long. What we call active recovery sessions. Oh, you know all about them. Yeah, great. So why are people posting 60 minutes, 90 minutes, active recovery day? What a load of bullshit. They've been led down the garden path and then kicked in the ass. You need 10 to 20 minutes. All you're trying to do is stimulate blood flow to keep reminding the body in a simple way what exercise is. So when you go out for a zone 2 recovery for 90 minutes, which ends up zone 3 or 4, because someone in an e-bike's just passed you, you've become a 100% fanny. And if you keep doing that, you're a fucking fanny. You're not going to make any progress during those really good adaptive days. Okay, point number 2 when it comes to that. Do it indoors if you've got access to an indoor trainer. Keep it 10, 20 minutes. You don't even need to put your lycra on. Flip your shoes on. Yeah, t-shirt, just move. Catch up with some messages. All you're trying to do is to put it into zone 1, spin, heart rate elevates a little bit naturally. Oh, that extra little bit of flushing effect from that increase in the blood flow. Great, get off. That's it. Now, if you can't go indoors, go outdoors, but don't put your kit on. Sure, put your shoes on, okay? But maybe just go into that camouflage mode that I've talked about a lot for great zone 2 rides. Ride around the block, go and visit someone, visit somebody you don't know, but just look after and move the system and deal with all the other shit that you're still dealing with in life. And point number 3, you could do this as a standalone if you want, if you can't do the other 2. Mobility and breathing exercises. Sure, you're always doing your stretches, aren't you? If you're not doing them, please start with a hamstring stretch and a pelvic mobility routine every single day. And I tell you what, if you've got a bad back from all the cycling, stretch your hamstrings. You want to find time for just relaxing on your breathing. And relax, because I talked about your nervous system needing to downshift, because most of us live in fight or flight mode. And we've got to get into that rest and digest. And we can maximize this during the recovery day. So just find 10 minutes even. Just close your eyes, no music, no video, nothing. Spend some time with yourself and your own thoughts. How does that feel? Can you do it? I know people that will take their phone to the toilet and they'll spend more time in the toilet than they will speaking to their partner. Oh, people call it doom scrolling. Don't be such a fanny. But the thing is, spend some time on your own. Big deep breaths in, count them. Can you do 10 minutes? I mean, it's going to help your nervous system. Turn off Strava for your recovery ride. Don't post it. Oh, I know it means that you're not going to make some challenge or time. 10 minutes is a lot to me, coach. I don't train very much. Turn it off. You don't need to share that kind of shit, right? I certainly don't put all mine on. Why would you put them on Strava? This is your journey. The next point I want to talk about is when you come back to training. So I call this the next day training ride, but it may be more than one day. So I've got a couple of rules for you. So inside Bulletproof, I teach 1 day or 2 days or 5 days. But if you take 1 day off, just that natural recovery day, what I want you to do when you come back to training is double the warm-up. You got that? Now you're going to double it in a simple way. Just take the active recovery session you did on the rest day and put that at the start of your normal warm-up. By spinning for 10 minutes or so in zone 1, all you're doing is you're making the joints a little bit more mobile. You're increasing your heart rate. So this means your stroke volume, your cardiac output, that volume of blood per beat and per minute is increasing. More oxygen. You're feeding the tissues, my friend. And you're just allowing the system to switch on a couple of light switches. And that's going to help you feel less sluggish. If you have 2 or more days off, I suggest you change your workout plans for the first workout to be more like an activation session. They're short power efforts, they're little sprint efforts, and you're just firing up the system. Ka-jung! You're not worried about hitting threshold efforts or VO2 efforts. You have a little bit of fun. It may be a zone 1 into zone 2 into short little punchy efforts that are just switching on more lights because your body lives in steady state. When you stop exercising, the brain says, hey body, we can party. And we deal with all the other shit. So enzymes are turning off. The way the mitochondria works and transfer of energy, everything slightly changes. And it'll be different for every individual. Your age, your level of fitness, and all the other stresses you're putting onto your system. You might have spent the rest day totally stressed out, poor sleep, poor diet. And then you think, I've been off the bike now for 1 or 2 days, I got to get back to it and I got to hit those hard efforts. That is a mistake. You need to be kind to your body. You need to bring it back to life. This is a simple strategy that will allow you to progress for years to come when you know what your body's doing on the on days and the off days. So feeling a little bit weak after a day or 2 days off the bike, it's normal. The strategies I've shared with you, they will work. If they work for Olympians, they're going to work for you. But you're always looking to progress, not just your recovery, but your training. And if you want a little bit of help with that, hey, I've created a link. Click the link and get access to a free plan that's perfectly going to match your age, your goals, your motivation, your level of fitness as it is today. Hey look, just check out Graham Lamb's post. Graham's 55, same age as me right now, and he's just put his VO2 max in the 20 to 29 category. Go Graham. You can do the same. Hey look, I've got another video for you, yeah? Harder sessions. Oh, I love harder sessions, coach. Some of them may be destroying your fitness journey. Yeah, you're in the destruction business rather than the construction business. Check it out. Make sure you're subscribed if you've got this far into the video. But you take care. Keep spinning, keep smiling, and until the next time, stay safe.